Okay, don't sound the alarms just yet, okay? Let's not get extremely excited just yet, but guys, we might be back. All right, we might be so back right now. Heavy rumors to be reporting on in today's video regarding Insomniac's upcoming Marvel's Wolverine and when we might be getting a brand new trailer, a brand new look at the game next. In my last video, where I was pleading to Insomniac to just give us a tiny little crumb for Wolverine, there were some rumors from Jeff Grubb that a PlayStation State of Play was going to be happening this month. We did end up getting a State of Play. It was for the brand new 007 First Light James Bond game, which, I mean, looks decent, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that was the State of Play that Jeff Grubb was talking about. And now we have another big rumor coming from Tom Henderson, another reliable source who is reporting on when we can expect another State of Play and what we can expect during that State of Play. First things first, though, you guys better be hitting that thumbs up button, especially if you're excited for Marvel's Wolverine, and also subscribe, turn on those notifications, guys. If we get some news real soon here for the Wolverine game, I got you guys covered. Okay, a report here from Tom Henderson over on InsiderGaming.com mentions exclusive Insomniac Games Wolverine is likely to be at PlayStation's next State of Play. Real quick though, guys, it is all just rumors right now that we're going to be reporting on here in this video. Take everything here with a grain of salt. Although Tom Henderson has gotten things right in the past, although Jeff Grubb has gotten things right in the past, it is not fact until it's official. It comes from PlayStation or it comes from Insomniac. One thing too that I should always note is when these guys get inside information, you never know if the plans on the inside or behind the scenes are shifting or will shift from what they would have initially heard. But with that out of the way, let's talk about what's in this article. It says here, Insider Gaming sources have revealed that Insomniac Games Wolverine is ready to be shown off for the first time officially since the 2021 PlayStation Showcase. Which, by the way, that was 4 years ago. What is happening with time? Are you kidding me? Yes, 4 years ago, PlayStation Showcase. That was the same showcase where we got the Wolverine reveal and the Spider-Man 2 reveal. But all right, to continue with the article, it says here, according to sources who wish to remain anonymous as they couldn't talk about the company plans, PlayStation is currently planning its next State of Play event towards the end of September. And it's interesting because based on what this article is reporting here, the rumor at least is that it's going to be another State of Play. And so I mentioned in my last video, it really does seem like the PlayStation Showcase as we knew it is kind of gone. They really are just sticking to State of Plays from now on, and some are just going to be bigger than others. Last year, the State of Play that we got this month in September was the one that revealed Ghost of Yotei, and well, now that game is on the horizon. We are just less than a month away from its release. I can't wait for it. We're covering that on the second channel, by the way, more caboose. But all right, and then the article here says, other sources reveal that Insomniac Games Wolverine is almost certainly going to be at the event as the production of its next trailer has now been completed. If the game doesn't appear at State of Play, then the trailer will undoubtedly be released in the next few months, with the Game Awards being the next likely candidate. Really, really interesting. And I mean, if the rumors are to be believed, if they end up coming true, I mean, that is extremely exciting. But I will say, make note of what is being mentioned in the article here. Per the rumors, if it doesn't appear at the State of Play, it'll likely be in the next couple of months. So that means that the likelihood of it being at a State of Play that takes place later this month is still not 100%. It is not a guarantee. None of this is ever really a guarantee. Like I mentioned, you got to take it with a grain of salt. We do not know if it's confirmed, and we will not know if it's official until the State of Play is announced for later this month, and until we see a Wolverine trailer during that State of Play. And if it doesn't end up being during a potential State of Play, well, then what's next up is, well, maybe the Game Awards later this year. I mean, we did get some reveals from PlayStation during the Game Awards in years prior. Last year was the big reveal for Naughty Dog's next game, Intergalactic. But also, I remember I was there when they did that surprise drop and announcement of the God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC. We had back when Spider-Man 2 was coming out, there was some marketing for it during Summer Game Fest. They've definitely played well with him, and I could see them saving an announcement for something as big as the Game Awards because of the hype surrounding Wolverine. The other thing that I do want to mention here is, well, we're wondering if there is going to be a Venom game, and it feels like, if these rumors are to be believed, that a Venom game may not be happening. Everyone in the Spider-Man community was kind of speculating that if there is a Venom game, the turnaround might be as quick as Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it might be of the same size as a game like Spider-Man Miles Morales. Miles Morales was only 2 years after Marvel's Spider-Man, and we're coming up on 2 years since Spider-Man 2 released, so maybe a Venom game is no longer in the cards at Insomniac. And I'll also say that if we do get a gameplay reveal or just a new trailer of some sort for Marvel's Wolverine at a State of Play later this month or at the Game Awards later this year, I think it's a surefire bet that the game is going to be coming out next year, 2026. It feels like, honestly, what they might be doing here at PlayStation and Insomniac is similar to what they did with Ghost of Yotei last year. Have a State of Play that's kind of bigger than your average State of Play, get a big reveal in there for something like Wolverine in this case, and boom, it releases maybe this time next year. The fall season seemingly is where Insomniac likes to release their games. That's where Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man Miles Morales were released around. So Wolverine would be a nice fit for it, and you also kind of, you steer clear of this little indie game that's coming out in the summer called GTA 6. You're at least far enough removed from that game that people's wallets can maybe recover and get ready to buy a Wolverine game. There's some other stuff mentioned in the Insider Gaming article that I don't need to necessarily report on here, but from the sounds of it, if there is another State of Play later this month, it is going to be pretty big, and it feels like it might as well be a PlayStation showcase. I'm also confused why PlayStation has sort of ditched that whole concept. A PlayStation showcase is extremely exciting, and it brings promise of a lot of major reveals. But who knows, maybe they just don't have enough to push it to that status, but they have a couple of big reveals that are just, again, larger than what you normally expect from your regular old State of Play. We are going to have to wait and see, and hopefully, my fingers are crossed, that we are not going to have to wait that much longer. You already know the excitement for Wolverine on this channel has been so real ever since that announcement in 2021. And yeah, we've all been patient. Everybody has just been kind of sitting here quietly, waiting to learn more. We've been letting Insomniac cook, and I think it's time for a little appetizer. We shall see, though. One thing I will mention once again, and I mentioned this in my previous videos, we know Wolverine is happening, guys, all right? So don't grab your pitchforks if we don't get a reveal for it this year. Insomniac has reassured everybody that they are making the game, all right? They are not trying to rush things. They are taking their time with it, obviously. They are trying to put everything into this being the best Wolverine gaming experience possible. I know that everybody has gotten nervous considering we have gotten some studio shutdowns and games getting canceled, especially in the superhero gaming genre. But Insomniac has said, hey guys, we're making it. It's not canceled. It's happening. So if we don't get a reveal this year, as much of a bummer as that would be, we're still going to be getting the game. But with that being said, let me now kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think that we're going to be getting another State of Play later this month? And do you think that based on these rumors, we're going to be getting a brand new trailer for Marvel's Wolverine? That being said, I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.